26th of April, the long-expected house search. The raiding squad had appeared here at 5 and departed shortly before my return. I found Eva in our rooms, who was completely calm. Everything had gone according to the familiar pattern. You're Aryan, you Jews whore. Why did you marry the Jew? In the Talmud it says to us, every non-Jewish woman is a whore. They repeatedly spat on Eva's face and on her head. In our rooms I found the same chaos. The bestial devastation by cruel, drunken apes, which I have so often heard described, but the reality of which nevertheless appeared monstrous. The diary manuscript were hardly out of their folders. A couple of books had been taken off the shelf and lay on the desk, but the Greek dictionary with the last diary pages was untouched. The diary manuscript would unquestionably have cost me my life. The real catastrophe, however, did befall the 77-year-old Frau Pick. She has again been terribly beaten and knocked about. Your husband had the malt factory, the bloodsucker. Your litter is abroad and inciting hatred against us. But we've got you, and you're not going to get away from us. You'll be at the Gestapo tomorrow morning at 7. You'll go alone. Anyone going there with you, go straight to the concentration camp. 3 fellows had tormented her. A 4th, alone with her for a moment, had whispered to her in a most friendly manner, take some good advice, don't go there in the morning. So, there are traitors even among these people. Frau Pick said she wasn't physically incapable of going all that way to be ill-treated once again. She'd had a good life and now it was over. Previously, she always emphasized her joy in life and her will to live. We were seriously concerned about her. At 9, she came up to see us with 50 marks, some jewelry, a couple of little things. We should have them if she were to be arrested tomorrow. Just before 10, I went down to see her again. She was sitting quietly in her big leather armchair, a blanket pulled over her, very calm, but very pale, and there was a constant twitch between her eyes. I told her, we won't pretend. You intend to kill yourself. Think of your children. Think, well, there's life, there's hope, that the Nazis' cause is hopeless. Stay brave, etc., etc. I tried to give her strength in every possible way. I tried to appeal to her. Give me a word. You won't do anything to yourself. I cannot promise that. I will consider things once again. I said, why don't you give me your Veronal? Where do all these people get the Veronal from? That would not make any difference, Professor. I have other remedies besides that one. I am so tired now, and I feel so unwell. I went upstairs. We were all convinced that she would kill herself. A farewell note on her bedroom table was written in a very definite hand and carefully composed. I thank all who by their heartfelt courtesy have made my 2.5 years in Strehlen so pleasant. Heartfelt courtesy. How carefully considered.